one had a nice ring. And another one just like that. That's back-to-back hits at a mile with my Uinta Precision and the Discovery Optics 6-36 XED. See if we can make it 3 for 3 now that I've been blabbing. Guys, I'm telling you, if these optics were no good, if this rifle was not consistent, there's not a good chance that I would be going 3 for 3 at 1780. But it's a consistent system, and I'm actually really happy with the image I'm getting. Light collection is awesome right now, and the reticle is super usable. It's a good reticle. Shooting decent ammo for sure. These are Federal Burger Hybrid 140s, so they're not even heavy. These are not, these are light for the distance that I'm shooting. But I'm pretty happy with the performance going 3 for 3. Let's finish this out. Let's see if I can get a couple more hits on there. That's 4 for 4, and little too windy. That was 4 for 5 at a little past a mile with the Uinta Precision and this Discovery Optics XED 6-36. I'm pretty happy with that performance. About 4 years ago, I started using Discovery Optics, and every year I've seen an exponential increase in their optics, and finally that brings me to the XED 6-36. So I've kind of said a few times, if you've seen me at SHOT Show or some of the footage from there or NRA Show, I tell people the last couple years of Discovery, they've really started to flourish. Their reticles are way more competent, they're very usable, glass quality, center of image is really good, and the turret tracking is pretty reliable. And so I've been happy to see some new features as well, like these toolless resets for the zero set. It's not the zero stop, but the zero set. And there's only one screw needed to activate or reset your zero stop itself underneath. Really cool to see that. Glass quality was awesome today. After zeroing, I did a 3-shot group here at 100 to make sure I was exactly on. And then I just took my data after a previous optic that was on here and walked it back out to those same distances. Sorry if this is loud, there's a prairie dog right here squeaking at me. But I went to my previous distances and just walked it right back out there, and it was like impact, impact, impact on everything walking out there. I went 4 for 5 at a mile, as I'm sure you've already seen, and 4 for 5 at a mile is really not bad. I just don't think that you can do that with a poor quality rifle, poor quality ammo, or a poor quality optic for the most part. Out of all those things, I think the optic is actually the one that demands the least. You can shoot pretty far with an average quality optic, but the problem I'm dealing with today is I have fires in Canada, which make air quality very, very poor. On top of that, there's a lot of mirage going on, and I just have a complication of factors that I need to deal with. It was quite windy, and I was having a lot of switch wind, and there's no vegetation to read out here aside from a few wind flags and a few leaves on a tree at about 1,900 yards. Actually, that's 2,000 yards. So what I had to do is try to read mirage off the hills, the leaves, and a couple of closer wind flags and make my best guesses from there. And in order to do that, I needed an optic that had a decent depth of field, which this one has an acceptable depth of field. A decent eye box so I can get comfortable behind it, and this one has an acceptable eye box for sure. And then over that, I need a lot of elevation. I dialed 25 mils, and then I held an additional 4. So 25 plus 4, and then I needed to hold 2 to 2.3 mils of windage. So basically what I'm trying to say is this optic provided me with all that I needed so I could make precise, consistent hits. Now I went 4 for 5, not 5 for 5, because I didn't read the wind well enough on that last shot. I kind of waited so that the camera could pick up and hear those impacts. And during that wait time, the wind shifted just a little bit more. And so I went 4 for 5 instead of 5 for 5. But believe it or not, I'm sure most of you who have decent fundamentals, decent ammo in a rifle, you can do what I did here today. So the XED 6-36 is recommended. It's under $1,000, so it's not going to be a perfect optic. It's not going to compete with a $4,000 optic, guys. Not trying to say that at all. Is it pretty good? Yeah, it is. And it's been reliable for me. Again, 4 for 5 at a mile. I can think of some optics that either don't have enough internal elevation, don't have a proper reticle, don't have good tracking, or one of the features is just missing in order to get a 6.5 to a mile or to 2,000 yards. And what I'm finding so far with this one is it has what I need in this package, and this rifle definitely did its part. So shout out to Uinta Precision for sending out their 6.5 Creedmoor bolt action rifle. This is their UP10. This is a really, really sweet rifle. And now with this optic on there, I feel pretty confident that I can go even further. We'll see if I have enough daylight, and maybe I'll throw that content in at the end if I have enough daylight. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. And if you like this video, go ahead and watch one of these.